shakalaka, I have never seen this for Bitcoin. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including one. I have never seen this for Bitcoin. Before we get into things, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter through Crypto Love. Subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos since 2017. Oh my goodness. Now today, Fear and Greed at 28, same as yesterday, but down significantly from last month's greed and extreme greed. The overall market, although volatile, sideways today. 57,581 for Bitcoin, Ethereum at 3061, BNB at 515, and the rest you can read yourself. Now, Bitcoin still, even as volatile as it is, look at the size of this candle, even though the body's pretty teeny, following perfectly what it did the last time it dipped below this orange line, the 200-day moving average. This bar pattern right here in orange is exactly what happened, and it took until the beginning of September for price to rebound. We may be going sideways for quite a while. But if these levels do hold where Bitcoin is right now, the rest of the year still could look pretty good. We could see a nice top, the 1.618 fib at $160,000. That would still be a pretty nice end of year for Bitcoin. And just imagine if that's not even the end of it. Imagine if it keeps going up. But before it does, things are going to have to change because capital continues to exit the crypto market, dropping from over 110 billion in March to 20 billion today, and potentially continuing in the downward trajectory. Right now, the market has too much paper in the system. Not good. Paper Bitcoin is how we got wicked off last time. And taking a look at this double top, very reminiscent of the last time we got wicked off. Despite heavy long liquidations, we are still seeing more longs coming in to replace them, preventing a proper reset. Basically, until this kind of goes all the way back down to the zero line, we could be in trouble. And if you notice, each time it doesn't go down to the zero line, there is a pretty significant drop just before it. Might this drop not be all of what we're going to see? Maybe. As I was mentioning just there, it does look like we did get wicked off once again to the top. Smart money taking money from dumb money, aka leveraged traders. But this could be a spring event, maybe, and we'll change direction with it going up. Maybe not. A lot of liquidity has been taken out over the past week. However, there's still a lot lying in the $50,000 to $52,000 area. A retest or wick down to those levels could make sense. And even something all the way down to the bottom to just clear out all of this liquidity, potentially price might keep going down until all of the leveraged traders get shaken out of the trees and too scared to put longs in once again. It could happen. Now, on the other side, we have stuff like this, the Bitcoin Network True Hashrate Drawdown. We see very significant down here after the FTX bottom, very significant here. Currently, this could potentially be a bottom scenario. Not a cycle bottom, but a local bottom. Now this chart also is echoed by this right here, the biggest Bitcoin liquidation since the FTX collapse. Same point. Now this was price network drawdown. This is actually liquidation. As you can see, giant freaking candles, second largest one in history for Bitcoin. This was the market bottom, just so you guys can see. This was in November 2022. In case you forgot, November 2022 was the absolute bottom. When everybody thought the floor was falling, well, that was the absolute bottom. And could we be in for the absolute bottom again? We got two coincidental bottom indicators at the same time. It's possible. Or wait, is there a third bottom indicator? Well, at least in the bull market, every time Bitcoin has entered this oversold area and had a red dot on the better RSI, it has been a local bottom. And we not only have one dot right now, we have two dots on the better RSI, suggesting maybe this could be another local bottom. Now this chart I have never seen before. Very, very interesting. I've seen the TD9 sequential setup before, but I've never seen it on 2-month candles. And I've never seen it where it suggests a TD9 sell setup suggests a parabolic run-up. It just doesn't make sense. But if we take a look at the 2-month candles, perfect TD9 sequential sell setup right there, and then parabolic territory. Bitcoin price went from less than $1,000 to over $20,000. Well, Could we be in for the same type of thing? Perfected TD9 sell sequence setup? Could we be in for another 20x from here, putting the price at, say like $1 million per Bitcoin? Goodness, wouldn't that be awesome? We are at the time period right now when the beginning of the true parabolic bull run begins. 800 days after the cycle peak is pretty much where things start to take off. We are in that territory. Maybe this was just the last shaking of the trees before things start to go up. If they do go up right now, based on these magic bands, cycle top minimum, $125,000. But you'll see before cycle tops, this purple band starts to tick up, sometimes very significantly. So that could be a very low bottom. As a matter of fact, based on previous halvings, the average growth trajectory, which would be right here in the middle, towards 2025 would be suggesting over $1 million per Bitcoin, the hardest money that's ever been created ever. Only ever 21 million, and more people keep losing them in landmines, landfills, or landmines. They just put their Bitcoin in a USB stick and then stick it in a landmine, and then it explodes. That's another way to lose it. Well, if it does, that would be absolutely crazy. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video, come join us on Twitter through Crypto Love. Subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, this one. And also, YouTube says you should watch that video right there. So don't disappoint them. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.